Yo, what's up, y'all? This is MMA Analyst reporting here from my hotel room in San Diego. Just got back from the Affliction card. 2 hour drive, rolled up, saw the fights, rolled out, picked up my little bit of free paraphernalia, if that's what you want to call it, the swag stuff we all get. Holla. Yo, Fedor's a beast. That's Don't let anybody ask you questions unless they lead to the answer. Fedor is the greatest MMA fighter of all time, and if they're leading anywhere else in any direction, is any doubt, just either don't talk to him, slap him, and then don't talk to him. Um, don't even really entertain these questions anymore. The time for doubt is over. Obviously, there are retards out there, and I don't want to disrespect any of the actual handicapped people in the world. So, all actually handicapped people, no disrespect. All retarded people out there, though, I'm not even talking to you guys anymore. So, if you're watching the video, all retarded people, please um, turn it off because this is only for people with common damn sense. Fedor is the man. Yeah, he looked human in the fight. I mean, he's always looked human. I mean, you know what I mean in a way. Like, of course, he looks like a robot, but on the other hand, he's been hurt. He got Kevin Randleman suplexed him on his damn head. Actually, he didn't look too human there because every other human would have died. But Fajita had him rocked. Um, Others have cut him. Others have hurt him. And in this fight, Fedor was up against what have to be the best hands in MMA. Arlovsky was just quick, real quick. And I'm watching the fight. I've got the video a little bit, got my little camera. Um, the place was going crazy. Then the fight started, and it was just like hush. It sounded like Japan. It was crazy. Everybody was quiet, just silence, like hoping, and everybody like Fedor was. I mean, really, like the whole place was just one big Fedor fan. It was out of control to see all these people. Well, when the lights came out, anytime they said anything about Fedor, everybody started screaming, going crazy. There were like 13,000 people, and the vast majority of them were humongous Fedor fans. It was kind of crazy in general, just to be near so many people who, even knew who Fedor was, let alone, were humongous fans. Anyways, the whole place went quiet. I was like, oh no, he's getting hit up. He can't impose his will. And then, dude was like, I think Arlovsky thought the same thing. Like, now it's time. Let's get in there and let's throw this flying. Like, that's what happened. Let's throw this flying. And he thought about it, and it got knocked out before it even got started. The flying knee looked more like a jumping head start to the floor. It like a ping pong ball against like a tennis racket, just and out. It was crazy, and you know, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go on for this too long. I'm gonna put together a little video with some of my experiences from the Affliction event. The whole card was sick from top to bottom. It's gonna be one of the best cards of the year. It's only January, but you had a lot of crazy stuff this event. Of course, you had, just for the record, I went 9-2, 9 wins, 2 losses. That puts me for the year 2009, if I add correctly, 17-4. 2008 is going to be a good year. 17-4 for the analysts. Anyways, um, just a few we'll look over. Josh Barnett versus Gilbert Ivell, and since people want to come up with all these ridiculous stats, here's a stat that has to be true. This was the most time a one fighter has ever been in the mount in a fight, because most of the time when you get to mount, the fight's over, so there's no such record. He had him honestly mounted for at least 10 minutes. That's crazy. Barnett, after the fight, he said that his nose was bleeding and he had blood rushing to the back of his throat and he was choking on his own blood and he couldn't really do what he normally does. So, and he apologized for whatever. I mean, domination with a strange inability to finish the fight. Um, that was crazy. Gilbert Ivel, it was obvious Josh Barnett didn't want to stand with him, and why should he? Um, it was a fight that kind of went the way you thought it would without the finish. The finish could have been in the first round. It's kind of weird to see Herb Dean let some fights go for so long, because he just let Gilbert Ivel just take a little bit of a beating at the end of the first round, but then in other situations stop the fight real quick. That's kind of strange, but whatever. Matt Lindland versus Vitor Belfort. Oh no. Um, Matt Lindland was hurt. Like, I've never really seen somebody just get straight up outed like that. Like, oh damn, a professional. I think I said first round TKO for Vitor Belfort. Somebody even responded. They were like, man, if Rampage couldn't finish Lindland, how the hell is Vitor Belfort? And I was like, watch the fights, and it was just like too quick, pop, pop, or more like too quick, pop, pop, and that was it. Vitor Belfort looked real good. Matt Lindland, he didn't look that good against Fabio Nagao. He definitely didn't have a chance to do anything except for get knocked the F out against Vitor Belfort. Who knows what's happening next with Matt Lindland? But Vitor, oh my goodness, put him up against what was that? 185? I don't know. It's a good fight though. He's moving up, that's for sure. Babalu versus Sokoju. What I say was gonna happen, y'all. I said second round submission for Babalu. That's what happened. Sokoju, really, when it comes down to it, he's an fortunate situation. He came out. Pride tried to use him as a stepping stone or as a whipping. What's the phrase? Whipping boy or whatever for Nogueira, and then he knocked him out. Then he tried it with the Rona, and he knocked him out. So then all of a sudden, from nothing, you had like this beast, this very ripped dude with a lot of power and a lot of strength and a lot of charisma. And then, over time, you get to realize, he's not really at the level that everybody thought he was when he first did what he first did. Now, he's got recent losses. He hasn't really lost to anybody bad. He's only lost to, like, good fighters. Um, two of them very good fighters in Machida and Babalu. So it's not like there's any shame in that. It's just that he got a situation where he had to fight the tough guys really early in his career. Now he's 5-4, and people are probably gonna say he's done and he's this and he's that. But I mean, the dude's just not the dude, and most people aren't the dude, so it's not his fault. Sokoju's just not the dude. Babalu though looked good again. Great fight. Paul Buentello versus Kirill, Baby Fedor, Sidelnikov. You gotta change your name now. You can't be Baby Fedor. Nope. Gotta change that. I picked Buentello to win the fight. I watched Kirill's fights. He leaves himself open for a lot of shots. I personally thought Buentello was going to be able to catch him and actually knock him out. Most guys probably would have been knocked out because dude was blasting him. He was jabbing that head back like crazy. And, I mean, Buentello looked good on his feet. He looked good in the clinch. Good fight. And Kirill, he's young. He's like 20 years old. Keep training. Drop the nickname. Keep training. Drop the nickname. Dan Lozon versus Bobby Green. It was supposed to be versus Chris Hordecki. Brothers were against Bobby Green. Bobby Green, basically, he's a wild dude. the 3 kicks that he ended up hitting him from below the belt, it was simply because dude doesn't really know how to strike. When he said I'm a freestyle fighter, freestyle in this situation meant still somewhat a street fighter, not really refined in any way. I train at school of of Charles Crazy Horse Bennett. I mean that's pretty much what it looked like. The dude was out of control, doing all types of feints and just dropping his head in like it was like he was Mayweather, like he was like but then just didn't do the follow up. Dan Lozon handled his business. I thought he would get the win over Hordecki. If I would have known he was fighting Bobby Green, I definitely would have said he would win that fight. Antonio Rogerio Nogueira versus Vladimir Medashenko. Vladimir Medashenko, I don't know what dude was doing. It was a good win for Nogueira. The audience, the fans were not liking that first round. They were kind of feeling each other out. Pause. And I mean, first round was more or less like, okay, I'm a fighter, you're a fighter. We fought before. We recognize we each have skill, respect. Second round, they kind of got into it a little more. But Matyshenko's defense was just disgusting. It's like anytime there was a punch thrown, he'd just be like, no. And like even when like he got hit and knocked down, he didn't try to block. He was just like this and fell off to the side. And just kept taking punches. And I was like, is that the defense? A guy goes to throw a kick. A guy goes to throw a punch. A guy fakes a punch. A guy does a combo. A guy does a knee. Like, what is this? How are you going to do anything offensive from turtling up in this? I understand you cover up, but you don't straight. No, I don't know what that was. He didn't look good at all. Um, he was looking good, like up until now. Rattle off some nice wins, blah 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 blah. I don't know. I don't know. But Nogueira looked good. It was good to see, brother Nogueira in the corner. That was nice. And I think that's all I'm going to cover. It was pretty much a crazy night of fights. I got some good video footage. I ended up straight up with my arms hanging over the ropes, um, like in a good way, not like Terry Martin in Affliction One, like like standing right beside Fedor. I got some MMA is important, folks. Some referees, some movie star types, some fighter types, trainer types, um, porn star type. Just a lot of MMA's importance out there. Got them all. Put them on here, and I'll upload it into like a MMA analyst. My time at Affliction or something like that. Just a quick little video. It was fun, a lot of fun. Ended up, watching the fight from a nice spot. Then when the Fedor fight ended, rolled up real quick. I even heard that I made the pay-per-view. If any of y'all saw me, I know somebody said they saw me, so that's tight. Um, I was right there. Like Donald Trump was like right here. Like I wouldn't touch him though. I mean that's how you get straight. I'll get choked up when his bodyguards come up 3-on-1 or 1-on-1 or whatever because they're some big dudes. Anyways, and then Oscar De La Hoya and Tom Atencio, the T-shirt guy who put the whole thing together, Affliction Man, and then Fedor. They were all just chilling, all jam packed on a thing, and Ernesto Host was there. Dude looked old as hell. Still tough, but looked old as hell. Kevin Randleman, I said to him, I said, Kevin, this is a little insight into the kind of video maybe I'll put together for my time at thing. Maybe it'll be like a video slash picture, um, you know, slideshow with overdubs. I said, Kevin Randleman, who are you fighting next? And his wife was like, when I said, when he fighting next? He was like 3 months. His wife said 3 months, and he was like, in about 2 hours, she's gonna put me in the triangle choke and I won't tap out. And I was like, oh damn. So he's a funny guy as always. But y'all, it was an amazing night. 2 hours drove home. Got a little bit of food. Because I gotta get that. Gotta keep my weight up. For my heavyweight division. MMA is important, y'all. Check out the video. Affliction, Day of Reckoning. one of the best cards of the year. I know it's January. I know it sounds stupid, but watch when the end of the year comes when they say what were some of the best cards of the year. This is gonna be one of them. All the fights were pretty much entertaining. Fedor handled his damn business. It's gonna be definitely one of the best cards of the year. We had like knockout, one of the best knockouts of the year early in the year. You know, it was a great ass night of fights. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. I'm gonna get a video up for this Saturday for BJ Penn versus George St. Pierre Part 2. That's 4 really, but maybe it's a mirror image. Part 2. MMA, y'all. It's important. Peace.